Kirk is a test. He's a test of the First Amendment. So if you look at some of the things that are happening with people getting fired from companies for mocking his death, or in the military where Hegseth is calling for people to be reported inside the military who have spoken about him in a negative way, even to the point of maybe trying to go after an army general because his son said something negative about Kirk. It's a test of the First Amendment. That's what they're doing, is they're saying, hey, we're going to punish anybody who talks about Charlie Kirk in a negative way. We're going to go after him in every way possible, because now you don't have the right to talk about a conservative, firebrand who called for the public execution of people, mocked other people when they died, and called for, necessary deaths to protect 2A. Apparently that is off the table right now. But there was no mention of any of these actions when people mocked the deaths of a Democratic state senator and her husband, and the shooting of 2 others, right? So this is the test of First Amendment. And they're going to get their asses sued. These companies like Delta that are firing people for those posts, they're going to get their asses sued for breach of First Amendment, and they're going to fucking lose, or the Supreme Court is just going to overthrow First Amendment, and then it's go time. So be aware of that. In the military, you can talk about civilians. They're not in the military chain of command. They're not the president. And they're going after these individuals. And that is going to come back to bite them in the ass, because it doesn't work that way. Military members have freedom of speech as well. And if they don't agree with something, they can say something within confines. And Kirk wasn't a member of the military. He wasn't a member of the administration. He was a private citizen, just saying stuff that they liked at the time, unless it's the Epstein stuff, when he started to say, I'd like to see more files. They didn't like that at all. And Israel didn't like it when he started putting anti-Israeli comedians on his show to debate, and then wouldn't go to Israel to host a debate. So they didn't like that either, but I'll leave that to the conspiracy theorists to talk about. But as far as the First Amendment goes, yeah, it's a test, and they're going to see who backs down. They're going to see, like, well, I won't talk about that. I won't talk about those people. And you should. Fucking double time. And then sue their asses if stuff happens, and you will win. If there's still a First Amendment in this country, you will win. Okay? He was a heel. He was an absolute heel who hated everyone that wasn't a white conservative male, and went after them. And so if your right to complain about those people is suddenly taken, then guess what? It's taken especially for anybody in the government. So it's a test of the First Amendment. Now is the time to push back harder. And then just see where people lie. Like, hey, Yankees, a moment of silence for a guy who called for public executions and mocked the death of George Floyd. Not wise. Not really fucking good. So these kind of things, take note. And take note of those companies, too, that are firing people for their First Amendment rights. So it's a test. Don't fail.